The wars of the present era are not limited to guns or cannons. Now the battlefield requires weapons that can target the enemy not only in a conventional manner, but also in an unconventional, i.e. nuclear manner. One such weapon is nuclear artillery or atomic artillery. This is a weapon through which nuclear bombs can be launched at the enemy via cannons or missiles, and they are used on the battlefield to destroy enemy forces, not cities or major installations. Nuclear artillery or atomic artillery is essentially a collection of low-yield nuclear weapons that are launched from the ground at enemy forces present on the battlefield. Generally, this refers to nuclear shells fired from cannons, but it also includes short-range rockets or small ballistic missiles used on the battlefield. These weapons were developed when major powers realized that they also needed nuclear weapons capable of directly targeting enemy military positions on the battlefield. Their purpose is not to destroy cities or target entire nations, but to directly weaken the enemy's military strength. The 1950s was a time when the nuclear arms race was at its peak worldwide. The United States and the Soviet Union were trying to outdo each other, and various experiments were being conducted in this race. One of these experiments was Upshot Knothole Grable, which was a unique nuclear test conducted by the United States. The special aspect of this test was that the atomic bomb was fired from a cannon, and it remains the first and only instance in the world where an atomic bomb was fired in the form of a shell from a cannon. On May 25, 1953, the US military conducted 5 such tests in the Nevada test site area. They fired a special type of nuclear weapon from a cannon, which was called the W9 warhead. The code name for this test was Grable. This name was chosen for G, as in gun, because the bomb was fired from a cannon. Some people also say that this name was inspired by the famous actress Betty Grable, who was a favorite pin-up girl for American soldiers, died during the war. The Grable bomb was a nuclear shell called Mark 9, which had the size and weight similar to a large artillery shell. Its diameter was 280 millimeters, its length was 54 inches, and it weighed 364 kilograms. This shell was fired from the M65 atomic cannon, which was a gigantic artillery piece. This cannon weighed over 77 tons and could fire a shell up to 32 kilometers. When the bomb was fired from the cannon, it exploded approximately 10 kilometers away in the air at a height of 524 feet, 19 seconds later. The power of this explosion was 15 kilotons, which is roughly equivalent to the little boy bomb dropped on Hiroshima. This experiment revealed a strange phenomenon known as a precursor, where the shock waves from the explosion hit the ground and bounced back, once surpassing the original explosion waves. As a result, objects more sensitive to drag, such as vehicles and military trucks, suffered severe damage, even though the air pressure was not that high. This outcome indicated that if a nuclear weapon is detonated at a lower altitude, it could be more dangerous to military equipment. Interestingly, a few years later, when the second nuclear test, Priscilla, was conducted, some photos of Grable were mistakenly released under its name. As a result, many official documents and books ended up with incorrectly labeled photos. The Grable test is not only a significant milestone in the history of nuclear weapons, but it also serves as evidence of how military strategies, artillery, firing an atomic bomb might seem strange today, but at the time it was a surprising and deadly experiment. This test teaches us that innovation in warfare can sometimes weigh heavily on humanity. Friends, on October 1st, 2019, when China held a grand military parade in Beijing on the occasion of the 70th anniversary of its National Day, millions of Chinese people saw the PCL-181 for the first time with their own eyes, and everyone said that this is our future. This artillery was made to retire the old and heavy guns like the 152-meter PL-66 and the 130-meter Type 59-1. The PCL-181 has multiplied the power of China's artillery. The PCL-181 is a 155mm artillery equipped with modern systems. Its barrel is .52 caliber, meaning it is long, allowing the shell to travel a great distance. This artillery can fire a standard shell up to 40 kilometers, and a special shell can hit the enemy up to 72 kilometers. It can even fire laser-guided shells that can hit targets in rain, fog, or at night. This vehicle has an automatic loading system, meaning the soldier only needs to place the shell, and the machine will load it into the artillery. If we talk about its targeting capability, just give it the target and it will aim itself. It is equipped with advanced computers and a fire control system. The soldier only inputs the enemy's location. The computer determines the angle of the artillery and the power of the shell. The result is the enemy's position is destroyed with a single shell. This is a mobile artillery. Take it wherever you want. The PCL-181 is mounted on a 6SK6 truck that can traverse difficult terrains like mountains, deserts, or riverbeds. It weighs only 25 tons, so China's military transport aircraft Y-9 can carry it anywhere by air. The Chinese artillery is not made just for China. If another country wants to purchase it, it is exported under the name SH-15. According to reports from Chinese state media, most of the country's theater commands or military regions have been equipped with the 150mm vehicle-mounted PCL-181. In June 2020, it was reported that China deployed these artillery pieces in the Tibet Autonomous Region during tensions with India. In February 2021, it was reported that at least 18 PCL-181s had been incorporated into the Xinjiang Military Command of China's People's Liberation Army Ground Forces. Friends, Pakistan has taken several steps in recent years to enhance its military strength, particularly in the field of artillery. Efforts have been made to gain an advantage over India through modern technology. In this context, Pakistan acquired the PCL-181 from China. In 2019, Pakistan signed an agreement with China for 236 PCL-181, also known as SH-15 self-propelled howitzers. The delivery of these howitzers began in January 2022, and they were also included in the Pakistan Day Parade on March 23, 2022. According to sources, Pakistan has also acquired technology transfer (TOTI) to locally manufacture these howitzers at Heavy Industries Taxila, Loop, meaning Pakistan can produce these howitzers itself. Pakistan acquired these howitzers at a time when India had procured the K9 Thunder howitzers. The SH-15 howitzers, known are the Pakistan Army's first 155mm Ponorian, which means 52 caliber howitzers. These howitzers can fire very long-range artillery projectiles with a range of up to 50 kilometers. For example, in 2017, Pakistan ordered 1,332 very long-range artillery projectiles and also acquired the technology to manufacture them domestically, meaning Pakistan can not only produce these howitzers itself but also the shells fired from them. These howitzers can also fire laser-guided, satellite-guided, and top-attack projectiles. These guided shells are cheaper compared to Pakistan's rockets. Additionally, these howitzers have the capability to fire nuclear shells. But does Pakistan possess no nuclear shells? Such small nuclear shells that can be fired from these howitzers? This remains a secret, but it is confirmed that if Pakistan wants to make such small nuclear shells, it has the capability to do so. That's all for now. Subscribe for more.